You want to waste my time? Okay. I call my lawyer. He's the best lawyer in Miami. He's such a good lawyer that by tomorrow morning, you're going to be working in Alaska. So dress warm.
His life has been just one amazing adventure after another.
All right, welcome to a supplemental edition of the Stand-Up Guys. I am Patrick Robles. He is Edge Brown, and I am in Seward, Alaska. Edge, where are you?
I'm in San Francisco, California.
All right. Yeah. So there should be like some moose, some like a bear or some antlers or something behind me, but you can hear a little bit of echo. Doing the best I can. So we're going to do some reviews. We're going to be review heavy, and a couple things went on this weekend. But most important thing that went on this weekend, you were at the Napa Knockout Event, sponsored by the California State Athletic Commission. Please tell us all about that.
Yeah, this event was at this winery in Napa, California, known for wines, California wines. And one of the wineries, Raymond Vineyard, held this event, which was a fundraiser for retired fighters, for Retired Fighters Pension Fund. So they had goes with MMA, Muay Thai, and boxing, which is three sports that the stand-up guys cover. And the event went down pretty well.
All right. And you talked to some people, did you not? Who'd you talk to there?
I talked to Ronda Rousey, the former UFC champion, and her husband, Travis Brown. Talked to Bibi Etzler, who was coaching quite a few of the Muay Thai and MMA fighters on the card, and spoke to Gilbert Melendez, the former Strikeforce champion and UFC fighter. Also talked to Victor Ortiz, former world champion boxer, who's now fighting bare knuckle boxing, which we had an interesting conversation about that.
Oh man, I did not know that. I have not even heard these conversations. I can't wait to hear them. Let's see here. We also we want to shout out a cameraman we found. The cameraman was Emmanuel, right?
Yeah, Emmanuel Cervantes, who was a great cameraman. He works for a local TV station in Sacramento, and he came and he helped us filming. He filmed all the interviews we did, and he also filmed some of the fights. And we're going to put together a special package and have that out for our watchers to take a look at.
And so, so he put in a long day, made us look good. We cannot thank him enough. Also, his partner, Drew, who kind of connected us. We really can't thank them enough because we're kind of flying blind when it comes to the video stuff, are we not?
Yeah, we are, yeah. And they're great guy. Drew's a really good guy. And we thank them so much for their help.
All right, so we also did have some fights to review this weekend. What would you like to start off with, Edge?
Let me start off with the Tyson Fury fight against Marcel Wack. Fought in Pattaya, Thailand.
Yeah, how did you see the fight? I've seen highlights, but how did you even see the fight?
I haven't seen the complete fight, but I've seen clips of the fight. Most of it, I saw the end, the stoppage, and I saw quite a couple of the other rounds of the fight.
Right, and, I saw the stoppage. He quit in the corner, right?
In the corner, yeah. After having it looked like he landed two good punches in that round, two good right hands, and he had a decent round. But he's 46 years old. He didn't look in particularly great shape, and I think he just gassed out. And at seventh round was enough for him.
And do we know if this was filmed for the reality show? That's like official, right?
Yes.
It's going to be on his reality show. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't shown live, because they're going to put it on the reality show.
And is reality show out already? Is this season 2 or something? Or I should know more. Go ahead.
It's been going on for a while, but like you, I have watched it.
I was about to say I should know more about Tyson Fury's reality show. I don't. All right. Well, that sets us up for Anthony Joshua's fight. Do you want to do the Joshua fight and then work our way back? Because that was the most Anthony Joshua performance possible, I think.
We'll do the Joshua fight, yeah.
Yeah, that was just the most Anthony Joshua performance possible. He looked like he was about to just, the bed, loses in the first round, gets knocked down multiple times, looks awful. And all of a sudden turns it around the second and just flattens Christian Prenga in the second round. So
Yeah, it's kind of Joshua. Me personally, I think he came back too soon because
Hmm.
he had a terrible car crash, which his
Right.
two best friends died. And apart from that, he suffered several broken ribs in that car crash. So for him to get back in there, both physically and mentally, I think it was very difficult for him. And I think it showed in that fight.
I think it was definitely more the mental because just the first time he got hit with anything, boom, goes down. So I think it was more the mental. But mentally, though, he pulled it together. I mean, the old AJ might have folded or whatever under those circumstances because he was getting pummeled in the first.
Oh yeah, again, he got hit with a few big shots in the first, but he came through them. And again, against the other fighters he had, and I think if Prenga had pressed more in the second, it could have been a different outcome.
I absolutely agree. I think Prenga let off the gas. He should have been all over AJ in the second, but he wasn't, and AJ took advantage of that.
100%.
Yeah. What do we think about this matchup now? Other than where it's going to be, I mean, just purely from a competitive standpoint, how we feeling about AJ versus Fury?
Well, the two shot fighters, both of them are pretty washed. I think AJ's more washed than Fury, but we'll see. I mean, people are complaining that they don't want to watch the fight, but when it's on, everyone's going to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they got to do this thing in England. Actually, I just said we're not going to talk about that, so we're not going
Yeah,
to talk about that. But um, I still think AJ can pull it together, and then you're going to get what you get from Fury when he's really
yeah.
motivated. I think he might be able to box AJ's ears off. But if you get just like kind of like the not really caring Fury, I think AJ can take advantage of that.
I think Fury will care. I don't know if it's actually true, but rumors are that in sparring, I think more than a few years back, AJ knocked out Fury in sparring. So that's a story that's been going around for a while, and I don't know whether it's true or not. It sounds like it's legit, so I think that's why that fight never happened up until now.
All right, so the undercard interesting. Actually, I thought the Josh Kelly fight was, it was very entertaining, and certainly from a visual point of view, by the end of the fight, Josh Kelly looked interesting.
Yeah, he's kind of like he had a point deducted right for hitting behind the head.
Well deserved. Well
Well
deserved.
deserved, yeah. But I think it's the style of what was the name of the guy who was fighting? Uh,
It was
Agro, Agro,
yeah, yeah. Came in Agyar Agyarko.
Jarko.
Agyarko. Yeah, Agyarko.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he had a weird style, and I think that presented problems for Josh Kelly. I think Josh Kelly won the fight pretty easily, but it was just an awkward opponent that he had a hard time getting under control.
Yeah, he I think after beating Murtazli off, Kelly's just kind of got a different level of confidence now, and he's just
Yeah.
I think he could give people problems at 154.
Yeah, I'd like to see the fight between him and Boots. You know,
Hmm.
I think Boots wins that fight, but I'd like to see that fight.
Yeah,
Unification fight, it'd be good to see.
and then we had Hamza Shiraz versus Simon Zackenhuber, and
Yeah.
man, Hamza won, but he was kind of like it didn't seem like he was. I don't know. It was kind of a disappointing performance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he didn't press when he needed to. I think he could have got the
Hmm.
stoppage, but he didn't. He
Yeah.
didn't really press, and he was comfortable with the fight going the distance. So it wasn't very good performance from him. So he'll have to step that up when the competition steps up.
Yeah, and I thought Simon Zackenhuber. I'm just going to say so. I thought Simon actually fought well. He did as well as he
Yeah,
could. I just thought Hamza's kind of like a half level better. And then, as your cohort said, Hamza just wasn't going through the gears, so to speak. He got
no,
stuck
exactly,
in
exactly.
third gear, and he was happy
Yeah,
with third gear. He's like, "Yeah, we're going to leave
yeah,
it there."
yeah. I think
And,
probably second gear. I don't even think he went
yeah,
to yeah,
and it was a domination, but Zackenhuber was not beat up. His legs were still there. He was still
yeah,
moving well. His face was actually very clean, but there's
yeah,
still. But I'm glad one judge had it as a draw, just to kind of like as a
yeah.
Hamza Shiraz should not get a unanimous decision. He should get kind of like a
He got
majority
him
decision.
got the decision. I mean, I thought he should have been unanimous, but I don't. I'm not mad at that judge.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Hamza Hamza should win the fight, but I do like somebody, hey, here's a draw because you could have
Yeah,
done a lot better, my friend. Yeah,
he could have. Yes.
exactly. All right. So that same night, and then speaking of shot fighters, Tim Tszyu versus Errol Spence Jr. And this card went from being probably a pretty good card to just,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Fighters
So
dropping.
you're,
Charlo
yeah,
couldn't get a visa, and then
Stephen
Fulton,
Fulton.
we went up 2 weight classes, so yeah, that wasn't
I,
good.
I it just Stephen Fulton, I think this is the second straight time he's pulled this, but he was supposed to fight at 130, then asked for 133, and still couldn't even come close to making that. I mean, and to
Six,
me that,
6 pounds over that. He came in at
yeah.
130, you know, which is light welterweight, instead of super feather. That's crazy.
And I think both you and I agree on this, man. Weight, that's the one thing you have control over. That's not
Yeah.
bad luck. That's not a bad draw. He was putting off being miserable with his calories just for as long as humanly possible. And then then he screwed it up. Hey, at some point you got to start being miserable. You got to start watching
Well,
tracking your macros out.
you're a professional. Be professional. You know,
Right.
there's a saying in boxing. There's only 3 things you got to do. You
Yeah.
gotta show up, make weight, and fight. That's it.
Right.
So you're professional. You got to do those 3 things, and he didn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess he moves to 140 now, but I think he's actually way too small for 140. So we'll
Yeah.
see. But yeah, the main event was Tim Tszyu versus Errol Spence Jr. Tim Tszyu wins via unanimous decision. Man, if you want to look up shot fighter in the dictionary, that was Errol Spence,
Yeah,
man.
Spence.
A shell of his former self.
Yeah, but I mean, after the defeat to Crawford, he took a pretty good beating in that fight. And at the time, I remember saying to you that could be career-ending beating, and it seemed like it was. And after that, 3 years out, and he comes back against Tim Tszyu, who was being fairly active. So, the outcome is not really a surprise.
I didn't actually think Tim Tszyu looked that great. I mean, he looked less shot than Errol, but
Yeah.
I think Tim Tszyu is definitely on the downside of his career as well. Because, I think a real, kind of killer would have, absolutely taken Spence apart because Spence just didn't have anything.
Yeah, but Spence is tough. I mean, he hung in there. He took some big shots, and he kept going. I think it was a decent performance by Tszyu. I'm not knocking him on the performance. I think it was a good performance. He did what he had to do. He landed good shots, and he won going away, But Spence was nowhere near what Spence used to be.
And Spence says he's retired now. I hope he sticks to. I mean, everyone always says they're retired. I really, really hope he sticks to that because, he just doesn't have it anymore. And this is the performance I expected to see against Danny Garcia right after the car accident. This is what I expected to see, and he surprised me after the car accident. But I think all that finally kind of caught up to him.
Yeah, and I think staying out of the ring for 3 years as well. Now, that's the worst enemy of fighters is that ring rust. So you've got to stay busy, and he's never been a busy fighter. He's always fighting once a year, and he was never really. I don't think he ever really reached his potential. He's potentially a boxing great, and he didn't turn out to be great. He turned out to be a good fighter, but not a great one.
And did we not just cover this on the last podcast?
Yeah. Oh yes, we did.
Activity, man. It's such a big thing. This once a year stuff.
No,
I mean, it's good for your pocketbook, I guess, but it's not good for you competitively.
No.
All right. So being that this is a bonus episode, we got some bonus coverage. We got Zuffa. All right.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah. And we, because we love you, we listen to the Max Kellerman, glazing. And also, hey, man, we love Andre Ward. I think they've gotten to Andre as well, man. It's not good over there.
No, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. These are 2 guys I liked a lot, but I'm working for Zuffa. They're commentating. There's a lot to be desired.
Yeah, it's the main thing is, and also I kind of watched this stuff all at once. So I watched that, the Shiraz fight and the Josh Kelly fight, and I don't want to miss their names. Carl Frampton, Barry Jones, Darren Barker with DAZN. just the model of professionalism, great analysis. And then you got these clowns. It just, man. And the thing is, the zone covers the fights. Zoof is trying to sell the fights. You know, I don't, you know, Richardson Hitchens looked great, by the way. Richardson Hitchens.
Oh, he did, yeah. He looked very good.
VNAF's decision over Ricardo Salas, and I thought this was the classic kind of Mexican pressure fighter against a boxer. But God, I don't need to hear he's got the best jab in boxing, and you don't have to, you know, compare him to Benitez and Larry Holmes. Like, just say like, hey, he's boxing well, man. It's like, come on. And I don't need a replay every time he adjusts his cup or something, man. It's insane, man. But hey, Richard Hitchinson did look sharp.
Good boxing performance. Very good boxing performance. Yeah.
And I thought Salas was like a legit opponent too.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. That was a really good fight.
Yeah. And then we also, in their main event, Edgar Berlanga versus Stephen Butler, and this was at least entertaining. You know, Berlanga gets knocked down in I think is the first or the second. Knocks down Butler in the 6th and comes back and wins via ref takedown in the 7th.
The referee did a good dive in there, right? He looked like a linebacker.
Right. Yeah, he's trying to stop the fight. He tackles Butler, and then while he's laying on top of Butler, Berlanga has to just go full Berlanga and like, what would you call that? The
kind of taunting him kind of thing while he's down.
Little taunting. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, so I would like to see Berlanga versus Munguia. I think that, to me, I think that's the perfect fight for both those guys.
I think so too. Yeah.
But, so super middleweight, Berlanga could fight Shiraz again?
I don't think so. I don't think he wants to fight. Actually, though, they tried to box more than he usually does. So looks like he's learning a little bit. So his performance yesterday wasn't too bad. Because Butler's he's a tough guy. He's a tough opponent.
Well, you know, I'm not a fan of Berlanga, but I did have to say in the 6th round when he got that knockdown, it was a very disciplined and mature performance. He was actually calm. Like, he had him in trouble, but he calmed down. He wasn't just trying to like throw the knockout punch with every single punch, you know. Jabbed and then got his distance right and got the knockdown, you know, in a disciplined and responsible manner.
Yeah, he boxed. His performance was pretty good. He definitely improved.
Okay. So, other than Munguia, do we like anyone else for Berlanga?
I think that would be it. You know, he's not gonna fight Benavidez. You know, he's not gonna go in any tough guys. He's not gonna. He's got Lester Martinez at 168. He could fight him, so that's about, you know.
Yeah, and I definitely think Berlanga has reached his ceiling, which is once again Munguia. Just give me Berlanga versus Munguia. I think that'd be a fun fight.
Yeah, they both lost to Canelo, and them fighting each other. That would be the correct fight, right?
All right. Well, we will probably have some content coming up once we get everything edited from your little jaunt Saturday. And I want to say I really appreciate you doing all that. I really wish I could have been there, but I want to stay married, so that's important to me.
Shame you wasn't there, because I think you'd have really enjoyed it. It was something that you would have really liked. But next time they're going to be doing more actually of those kind of events in Napa, so there'll be more to do. So next time you'll be around.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Let's see here. Did you get to talk to Commissioner Ron at all? Because you didn't interview him. Were you able to talk to him?
No, he was too busy. I didn't get a chance to interview him. So, he was busy working the fight, so didn't really get a chance to interview him.
But Commissioner Fiore took good care of us, did he not?
Very, yes, very much so.
So once again, thank you to CSAC and Commissioner Fiore for everything. Yeah. And then, did you get to talk to Scott Coker at all?
No, I did not.
All right. Well, Scott Coker, good job putting it on. Gilbert Melendez, as always, great job putting it on. And we just want to thank everyone who treated Ed so nice. I want to say us, but who treated Ed so nice.
They treated the stand-up guys real nice.
Okay. So this is like a little add-on, and you're going to notice some edits because
Yeah,
one thing we take a pride on, we do everything first take. We're like
yeah,
one take every single time, but due to me being in the middle of nowhere, we
yeah.
did have to do some edits. So we appreciate you, you know,
A little
dealing.
technicalities there and there.
Exactly. We appreciate you dealing with our edits. Edge, I'll see you in about another week. Do you have anything to add?
No, that's about it. We're gonna
All right.
go. Oh yeah, this Saturday, Jonathan Chicas, boxer out of San Francisco, he's fighting
Uh-huh.
up in Marriott, so I'll be going to that and covering that fight.
All right. Well, I'll see if I can join you for that one. We'll see
Yeah.
if I'm let out of the box.
Okay. That's
All right.
good.
Well, yeah. Well, once again, thank you for everyone. Thank you for joining us. And we are the Stand Up Guys, and we are out.